Chino, we're down here on the Ohio River. This is something you've been wanting to get me out here to do for quite some time, but man, just to have an opportunity to get down here with the right amount of flow, people don't realize this is a magical location.
It's an underutilized fishery, it really is. I spent the last 20 years down here kind of figuring it out, and I would say of all the places in Kentucky, from Cumberland to Kentucky Lake to Barren River, this would be my favorite place to come and fish.
It's really saying something because you've gotten all those places, but this is one of the closest ones, and it's the most unique opportunity. It's the place you like the most.
Yes.
These fish like eating, don't they?
They do.
Put a minnow out there, they're going to eat
They're
it.
going to go after it.
I know you've recently caught some fish throwing flukes and little swim baits.
Yes, there's a lot of different ways to catch them.
Well, let's go up there and give it a try. We got here a little bit early, sun's just up, we're going to catch some fish.
It's a beautiful morning.
You got a brand new 4-stroke engine on here. If you're in a boat that you're not 100% confident in that motor, you don't do that.
You can't come through there. There's no way to get up here.
It's interesting. These falls right here is the reason that the city of Louisville is located right where it's at. Cargo would come down and they would hire local people to move their gear via horse or whatever around the falls and put it back on the lower part of the river. And those people staying, they needed help, they needed lodging, they needed food. And this is the reason we have the city of Louisville is these falls right here.
It didn't become known as the Falls until around 1750. People started calling it the Falls of the Ohio. It was a series of rapids. The river falls 26 feet in 2.5 miles.
Wow.
It's the only natural obstruction on the whole length of 981 miles of the Ohio River. As long as they don't get in that current, you're probably fine. You know, I was throwing a spoon up on that shelf and letting it act, uh-oh.
What happened?
They just changed the water.
They're shutting it off, aren't they?
Oh my gosh. They just changed it.
Wow. What are the chances?
Maybe we can go over there where that other water's coming out.
Oh, here we go. There we go. Nice. Man, those things fight so incredibly well. That thing came up and short struck me right at the boat. This is not a real big one, but man, do they fight well. And I will catch these all day long on 12-pound test. And this current, it's really about all your rod wants. Man, how much fun was that?
There's nothing like it.
Here we go. This one, thank goodness, is going to the skinny water. A little better fish than the last one. I'll tell you one thing, I'll take this so you can handle the boat. That is a rush because you know it's about to happen at any second. When they hit your line, it's just as hard as you can hold on to the rod and hope that they don't run into that current. They're so incredibly strong. Oh, you got him. It's like a pretty good fish.
I got really light line on here. He might not be as big as he's acting like.
It's a good one though. There we go. I'll tell you what, hand me your rod, you can take the boat. So what is it you got on here, Chino?
I got that Zoom 4-inch fluke.
So this is a
Yeah, a little
Zoom.
3-ounce pyramid-shaped head.
And you're throwing it on a spinning rod with what, 10-pound test or something?
Yes, uh-huh.
And that's what really makes it exciting because it will bend that rod over.
Now you're probably going to lose a giant fish, but I like the fight of them.
You want to turn it loose or you want me to pitch it out?
Ah, pitch it out. I'm good.
All right.
Get you on another fish.
Here we go. This one may not be quite as big or he's just coming to us. Now you can't muscle them too much because they will absolutely break a line. Now, Chino, the interesting thing about these is these fish will run up here to this dam like they're making a spawn run, but these fish are a hybrid species. That's why we call them hybrid bass. Hybrid species cannot reproduce, can they?
For the most part, they're not supposed to be able to do that.
So these have been stocked in either by Kentucky, Indiana, or Ohio fisheries, and I'm so thankful that they do it because they are a blast to catch. And they are good to eat. Let's get this one in the water and try to hook up again.
We're really lucky that we caught those 4 so quickly after they turned these gates off.
Man, they have almost shut it completely off.
We may go over to the big slough, fish it a little bit. I think that'd be a next option here.
That's why you come with the guide. You know the option B and then C and then D. There's always a place to go to maximize your chances.
And D is what you're afraid of. That's down there at the lower dam. We can fish the side of that, but I don't know you'd stay in the boat.
Chino's got an idea and a plan here, and it's actually going to take getting out of the boat. So you can see up here, you can see water coming through, but unfortunately we can't get the boat over to that spot. And there's this hole of water over there that's going to hold some fish, but it's going to require us to beach the boat, grab a rod or reel or two and some tackle and walk the edge down to get to that pool of water. That's what we're going to attempt to do. You know, when they cut the dam off on you, you have to find that water that's holding the fish, and it's moving water. You know, Chino, when you're in a boat and you see somebody on the bank fishing, you always want to be on the bank. And when you're on the bank fishing, you see somebody fishing out of the boat, you always want to be in the boat.
Isn't that the truth?
So today, we fished when the fishing was good, we was in the boat. Now, we're going to go give this a shot.
I'm still calling foul on the Corps of Engineers.
Here we go.
You got one?
Yeah. Strip and drag. Pretty good one. I can't pick up the line.
If there's any way we can get you walk on over there.
He's going upstream right now.
And you jump across that, there you go.
Here he comes. Now it doesn't get much more exciting than that right there. I don't have a tape measure, but that one's really close to what's considered trophy length.
Yeah, that's a trophy hybrid.
You can't beat
On your
that.
first long, decent cast from the right position.
I wasn't too sure we were going to get that thing to the bank.
That's a great job, my friend.
Awesome. Well, let's get him back in here and get him loose.
I want to see you hook another one up, man. I see him. What is it?
I don't know. I think it's a drum. When you can read a river and you know where the fish are probably stacked, it's not one species of fish, it's everything.
You foul hooked him.
Sure enough, got hooked in the back. There's so many fish sitting in there, all you gotta do is get your bait anywhere near there and you just catch one. I'll tell you what, you foul hook one of those things trying to pull them through that water, that's a ride.
You thought you had Moby Dick.
Chino, is that a fish? I thought you was hung.
First cast.
Look at that. This is awesome.
Think they're not hungry today?
You know what? When the river conditions are not perfect, you just go to the next most perfect spot on the river and try to catch them.
They give you lemons, you make lemonade. Your turn.
Fish on! Woohoo! If you've ever caught a white bass, you know exactly how strong they can fight. Well, a hybrid is even stronger and bigger.
They're not going to go down in skinny water. They have nowhere to go, so they're going to stay up high and they're just going to run.
And man, you got to worry about your line. You got to run them down the bank. There's so much involved to come in here and catch one of these, and that's what makes it so incredibly exciting.
Come on, let's go catch a few more.
Fish on?
Yep.
I'm gonna make my way over there and get your net. There you go. Look at that. That is bigger than your last one.
That is bigger than the last one. He just hammered it. There's no doubt about it when they're on there. And then it's trying to drag them through that current, try to walk them down here and drag them up on the beach.
You know, the crazy thing is, this sounds silly, but if you really like to fish, As you progress in fishing, it's all about the bigger the challenge. You go to smaller line, you go to bigger species of fish. Catching fish in this type of current from the bank where you got to run the bank and find a spot to pull them in, it just adds to the excitement.
It keeps it interesting.
Wrong way, buddy. That way.
Oh yeah, that's home. I'm headed home.
Out of here.